I tell all the young kids these days, blockchain, go blockchain. Now, when I was a young man, it was finance. That's where all the action was. Afterwards, it was technology. Before that, it was oil and gas, maybe. But these days, blockchain's where you want to be. So now is the time to create your career in crypto. Brian, how do I learn DeFi? What's up with this DeFi Academy? I got all sorts of crazy people out there, friends and influencers and celebrities, and I say it's simple. Let me tell you about my DeFi Academy, and it's this. If you join us inside our DeFi Accelerator, I'm going to teach you how to profit from what I call the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history. This is a high touch point class, and we expect your participation. But 4 weeks from today, you will know more than 99.9% of all the crypto traders and DeFi asset ecosystem people out there, period. You're gonna get through this and you're gonna be positioned to make 2022 your best year ever in crypto. There's going to be resistance thrown in our way, but together as a group, we are gonna go into incredible places over the next 10 years. I always go back to that quote by Nelson Mandela, who said that incredible African proverb that says, you can go fast alone, but you can go further together. All right? Nothing in this life comes easy that has value. And if you want to be a part of a great team of warriors that want to go out there and build this infrastructure, that are ready to take the hits and get back up and to keep moving forward, that's what we're doing inside the DeFi Academy. Decentralized finance is already revolutionizing the world of finance. You just don't know it yet.
What happens to the world economy when you bring 6 billion new people online? What happens to poverty across the world when you can extend financial services, opportunity, credit, liquidity?
The greatest dislocation of wealth in human history. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make? Welcome to DeFi Live. My name is Brian Rose. I'm the founder of London Real, and this is our program covering everything known as DeFi, or decentralized finance. This is a $9 trillion a year marketplace. Here on this show, I'm going to teach you how to profit from crypto and DeFi and what I'm calling the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history. Yes, you heard that correctly. And we're kicking off the new year with this incredible episode because today I want to specifically teach you about creating your career in crypto, how to become a DeFi influencer, educator, and fund manager. Now pay attention. We're going to go through 3 sections today. It's going to go super fast. This is incredible content that my students are using inside the DeFi Academy. First section, I'm going to show you how to create your career in crypto. I'm going to show you how to start with why. This is something that was taught to me by Simon Sinek, an incredible guest, world-renowned TED speaker, and I'm going to show you how you can start with your why. Second, I'm going to show you how to discover your 1,000 true fans. This is a concept that was taught to me by Kevin Kelly, one of the founders of Wired Magazine, a futurist, an incredible gentleman. I'm going to be playing video from him being here in the studio, and it's going to show you how you can create your 1,000 true fans. That's just the first section. Section 2, I'm going to show you how to become a DeFi influencer. I'm going to show you how to make your content. I'll be issuing my 10 vlog in 10-day challenge to you right now. Yes, you. 10 vlogs in 10 days. I'm going to show you how to use the vlog. It's the most important, most effective means of communication ever created by mankind. And yet it's massively underused. So many of my students are writing a book. You know what? Nobody has time for your book. It's going to take you 2 years and no one's going to read it. Why not create a vlog? It'll take you 2 minutes and thousands of people will watch it. And I'll talk about that in section 2. Next, in the section 2, I'm also going to show you how to kickstart your social media. I'm going to talk about what social platforms to be on, which ones to avoid. And finally, I'm going to teach you my QVCA rule. That's how to maximize your content and really get it out there to the most people. And finally, in part 3, I'm going to show you how to become an educator and fund manager in crypto and DeFi. I'm going to give you my 3 rules and 2 case studies in section 3. And one of those case studies is an announcement I'm very proud to make today. and that is the formation of London Real Ventures. And I couldn't be more excited to talk about this today. At London Real Ventures, our mission is to strategically invest in cutting-edge digital asset ecosystem protocols and DeFi projects while giving our portfolio companies marketing exposure across the London Real media platforms and the DeFi Academy, thereby heightening awareness, creating customers, and building communities by leveraging our global audience and extensive alumni network. We have 2 portfolio companies that we will be announcing. One of them is in the decentralized finance ecosystem, and one of them is in the metaverse, NFT, and gaming space. And again, I couldn't be more excited to show the world London Real Ventures, to show you our portfolio companies, and really take this whole thing to the next level. Couldn't be more excited. Go to londonreal.tv/ventures to learn more, to send us your pitch decks, and be involved with us in the next 10 years as we go in this journey to build the decentralized finance ecosystem of the future. We are all in on this space, and this is one other factor to show and prove to the world. We have our DeFi Academy. We have our content that we broadcast twice a week with the top crypto and DeFi influencers in the world, and now we have our own venture arm of London Real. This is London Real Ventures, where we are investing in these incredible companies that are really building the financial system, the banking system, the protocols of our future. And we couldn't be more excited. I'll be dropping the names of those companies this week, so stay tuned for that. Let's get back to the show because the truth is that these days, influence is everything. Think about that. Influence is everything. Your money is a common commodity. Everybody has money these days, and everybody can get money. It's actually not a unique thing, especially in the crypto and DeFi and blockchain space. But your influence, that has real value. And today I want to show you how you can leverage your influence to really help these companies, to really help build these communities and build these products of the future. Now, the question is do you have any influence? Ask yourself that. Do you have any influence? And maybe leave me a comment right now that are all going to be coming to my iPad now. Do you have any influence, and how? Tell me what you think. Now, some of you think, no, Brian, I don't have any influence. I'm new to this space. I'm just a school teacher, or I'm just a mom, or I'm just a grandma, or I'm just a teenager in high school. I don't have any influence. And I'll think, maybe you're right, but maybe you're wrong. Maybe you just don't understand how to cultivate it, how to leverage the influence you have, and how to actually really build a network and to add value to other people. And so that's why I decided to stream live today. Very first broadcast of the new year of 2022, one that will be epic for crypto, DeFi, and the blockchain, because today I want to show exactly how anyone can start, and dozens of my students have already done this successfully. A couple final things before we start the show. I just want to say that I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. I also want to say that our next DeFi Accelerator starts tonight in just a few hours. I have a live call at 6 p.m. London time. Apply now. There's a link below, or londonreal.tv/DeFi. There is still time. We have an incredible group of people from all around the world that are embracing this as their education to be part of this incredible opportunity to create generational wealth for yourself and help us build the financial ecosystem of the future. I couldn't be more excited. This is the year 2022. You want to be on the inside. You don't want to be on the outside. The best way to do it is through our 4-week crypto bootcamp, and that's the DeFi Accelerator, and I'll talk more about that shortly. Before we get started, I just want to say that when it comes to trading crypto and when it comes to influencing as well, I always like to think like the ancient Chinese general named Sun Tzu. And he wrote a book called The Art of War. And he always says this. He says, every battle is won before it's ever fought. Think about that. Every battle is won before it's ever fought. And that's the way I approach everything I do in my life, including my influence, my teaching, my broadcasting. We try to have the plan that will be successful before we execute on the plan. And that's why we're talking to you today about influencing. Inside my DeFi Academy, I teach the trading philosophies that I learned over the past 30 years. They're real, they're practical, they're based on what I learned sitting next to some of the greatest traders in New York City, in Chicago, and right here in the city of London over my 15-year career in finance. And look, we already know this. Forbes magazine recently said that DeFi will shift the structure of the whole financial system at a macroeconomic level. And the truth is this: decentralized finance is already revolutionizing the world. You just don't know it yet. So wake up and smell the blockchain, as I like to say. Get on board, come in for the big win, get on Team DeFi Academy, get on Team London Real, because we couldn't be more excited. This incredible market space is growing at breakneck speed. It's going to generate trillions of dollars of opportunities. It's going to give financial freedom back to 4 billion people in this world who don't have basic access to financial services. I think that's a human right that's being violated on a regular basis, and we want to make that go away. We want to change that. And this year, it's all happening here. And that's why my team and I have gone all in on DeFi for the next 10 years. We are teaching people all around the world how to do two things: create generational wealth for them and their families, and also giving financial freedom back to the people. Those are our two missions. It's simple. We just go hard on those two. And that's pretty much what we're doing here. So today, I want to talk about three things. The first is I want to talk about how to start a career in cryptocurrency. That's what we're going to start with here. That part has two sections. And in these sections, I'm going deep. I'm going back. I'm going to go back to some of the content that I created over the past 10 years here at London Real. I'm going to show you parts of my interview with Simon Sinek, who has this entire concept called Start With Why. And we're going to learn from Simon how you can find your why and how that is going to resonate with all the people you're going to influence in the future. I couldn't be more excited to show you that. Next, I want to talk to you about our why. What is the London Real mission? What is the mission of us at the DeFi Academy? What's the mission of London Real Ventures? And how that clarity of mission is going to show you how your clarity can also get you to the next level. And the final thing I want to talk to you about this concept of how to discover your 1,000 true fans. This is incredible intellectual property given to us by Kevin Kelly, one of the founders of Wired Magazine. I love Kevin. I really treasured my episode with him. And it's one of the 1,000 incredible conversations I've been privileged enough to have here at London Real over the past 10 years. And I'm going to be showing you that content today so you can take your game to the next level. Now, that's just section one. I can't even believe that's only section one. All right. Section two, I'm going to jump into how to become a DeFi influencer. And we're going to show you how to make your content. And again, you can see here my London Real YouTube channel. And again, we have over 2 million subscribers. Our videos have been watched over 1 billion times. But here's the news. I started with 1 subscriber and 1 view 10 years ago. All right, there's no magic to this. I'm going to show you how to put in the work and get it done. And we're going to start with you making your content. I'm going to issue the 10 vlog and 10-day challenge and get you to start creating content. And again, this is some of the content that we've even created over the past few weeks. Some of my incredible interviews with some amazing influencers, from Dan Tapiero, who runs $1 billion of investment, to Dan Held, Crypto OG, to Alex Mashinsky of Celsius Networks, to Justin Sun, who owns more Ethereum than Vitalik. Don't get me started. We've been blessed to have the best guests in the world over the past 8 months here inside London Real and the DeFi Academy. And I couldn't be more excited. I'm going to show you how to create your content. And then I'm going to show you how to put it on social media. Social media is super confusing. People don't know what to put it on, what not to do it. Do I get on TikTok? Do I not? I'm going to give you straight up answers to all that, as well as my QVCA rule. And look, in section 3, I'm going to wrap it up and show you how to become an educator and fund manager. This is crucial. A lot of you are going to want to know how to take this to the next level, and also potentially how to manage funds for friends, family, or others as well. And I'm going to finish here with 3 rules and 2 case studies, including telling you the entire backstory behind London Real Ventures, how it happened, what our goal is for the future. And the beautiful thing about London Real Ventures is that it happened organically. London Real Ventures came about because people said, Brian, we want London Real to help us get our message out there. We want London Real to help us build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future. We want London Real to help us build communities. And that's exactly what we're going to do and what we're planning to do in the future. And I'm going to teach you how to do that as well. So again, all this is happening today. Super excited to drop this on you. I just want to say for everybody here, this is live. So I want to hear your questions right now. So if you're watching me on any of our social platforms, if you're on Zoom here, I give you special love. and that's londonreal.tv/Zoom if you want to join us in our in-studio audience here on Zoom. If you're on Zoom, turn your cameras on and give me a wave here. I want to see everybody here. I'm taking your questions first, and for anybody else here on any of the other social platforms, answer the following 4 questions. What career in crypto do you want to create? I'll literally be calling your answers out shortly. 2, why do you want to become a DeFi influencer? 3, how would you like to become a crypto fund manager? And 4, how would you like to learn from me on how to profit from the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history? Those are my 4 questions. Answer them now. They're coming to my iPad right now, and I'm going to read them out. I'm also going to shout all of you out as well. Before we get started, I just want to answer a bunch of questions. I've been getting people DMing me over the holidays, sending me messages, blowing them up by Instagram saying, Brian, how do I learn DeFi? What's up with this DeFi Academy? I got all sorts of crazy people out there, friends and influencers and celebrities, and I say it's simple. Let me tell you about my DeFi Academy, and it's this. If you join us inside our DeFi Accelerator, I'm going to teach you how to profit from what I would call the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history. What I'm looking for is simple. A small, select group of serious individuals who want to become part of and actively participate in what I'm calling the upcoming DeFi revolution. I'm looking for partners. I'm looking for collaborators. I'm looking for colleagues who want to join forces with us and create real value and generational wealth. This is what we're doing inside London Real Ventures, among other places. Our first live course of this year is the DeFi Accelerator. It's the keys to unlock $9 trillion marketplace, and it starts tonight. We have a limited number of spaces available. It's an application-only basis. There's a link below, or londonreal.tv/DeFi. It's 4 modules. It's 8 hours of live calls with me starting tonight at 6 p.m. London time. It's 4 weeks long. Again, the first call is tonight, and it's personal coaching and mentoring by me. You get exclusive access to our online e-learning platform with videos and workbooks. You get my triple-tiered accountability system, which I've used now for over 7 years, teaching inside my academies. Real talk, folks, 7 years. You get my dedicated coaches, team leaders, community managers. There's over 10 people that actively help me teach this course that work with you every single day. You have a private group for posting your assignments, your videos, your feedback, exchanging information. This is a high touch point class, and we expect your participation. But 4 weeks from today, you will know more than 99.9% of all the crypto traders and DeFi asset ecosystem people out there, period. You're going to get through this, and you're going to be positioned to make 2022 your best year ever in crypto. And a lot of the crypto markets are a little flat, a little off. This is the perfect time to get into crypto. I couldn't be more happy than the prices of crypto and DeFi right now. When you're going to blink and you're going to kick yourself a few months from now for not getting in now. Educate yourself, invest in yourself through an education. And so again, we're running out of time, literally hours away before we start from tonight. We've been inundated with all people from around the world that have written out their New Year's resolutions. One of them has become financially stable to create generational wealth, and they haven't done it yet. Well, this is the way to take action. Again, we have real, incredible people here that want to get you up the curve. And if you submit your application, it comes straight to me. I will review it. And if I think that you've got what it takes, I'm going to accept you and send you this email. It looks something like this. It'll be on your screen. And it basically says your application to be part of the DeFi Academy has been successful. Enroll today to be part of this elite team. If you get one of those, seriously, don't muck about, as we would say here in the UK. Don't screw around. Click the link, pull out your crypto or your credit card, whatever it is, and lock in your spot, okay? Because you're going to thank us for this in a year from now when everything's blown up and all the opportunities have gone. This is the time to get in, and what better investment than to invest in yourself and educate yourself. This is the place to do it. So apply now. It's londonreal.tv/DeFi. One thing I do want to say is that this academy might not be for you. So I might not actually want you in my academy if you're one of the following people. First of all, if you're a crypto day trader, please go somewhere else. I do not want you in my academy. 90% of crypto day traders lose money. They trade with emotions. They have no plan. They don't know what they're doing, and I don't need you anywhere near me. So please go somewhere else. Second, there's people out there that want to get rich quick. All right, that's not what we do here inside the DeFi Academy. I'm not promising that. Anyone who does that should be, suspicious. But there's plenty of people out there that are doing that. So go find someone else if you want to get rich quick. We are here for the next 10 years to build this ecosystem. Third, I'm not interested in meme coin fan persons and trolls on the internet. If you want to go comments and do all these other crazy things, again, go somewhere else. I'm interested in people who want to take action and get into the arena and pull the trigger. Next, I'm not looking for blockchain fanboys that want to talk about the beauty of the cryptography and the beauty of the science and want to talk about all the different rabbit holes of crypto. Again, you're not pulling the trigger and taking action. That's not who we're looking for. I'm not looking for crypto academics, even though I've spoken with many of them. And I've spent some time studying in academies like MIT. I'm not looking for this. This academy is about people for taking action. So to be clear, I don't want those people to apply. If you are not one of those people, then apply and join us, because I'm looking for that small group of people that really want to help us build this ecosystem of the future. And there's going to be incredible opportunities. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be resistance thrown in our way. But together as a group, we are going to go into incredible, incredible places over the next 10 years. I always go back to that quote by Nelson Mandela, who said that incredible African proverb that says, you can go fast alone, but you can go further together. And that's what we're looking to do here. We're looking to go far together. And if you want to be a part of that group that goes epic distances together, that's exactly what we're doing here. So we're closing this course soon. If you want to be part of history and be part of our DeFi Academy, go to londonreal.tv/DeFi. Couldn't be more excited. You can go to that website right now and download our free 8-step trading checklist. And again, go to londonreal.tv/DeFi, and you can get something that all of my students use on a regular basis to check their trades before they actually go in and go ahead and put positions on, and that's a really important thing. So you can have that for free. Last final questions before we get into the content. I just want to say, what career in crypto do you want to create? Because they're coming right here. Secondly, why do you want to become a DeFi influencer? Third, how would you like to become a crypto fund manager? And fourth, how would you like to learn from me about how to profit from DeFi, the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history? I already see the comments coming in here from Instagram, from Facebook, from YouTube. Leave me a comment. Hey, just shout me out and say, yo, Brian, I appreciate you. I like the suit. Happy New Year. Whatever, it's all good, but give me a shout here. And let's get started with section 1. I've got some great videos here, so stay tuned. If you're on Zoom, turn your camera on. And again, stay and pay attention with me here. Leave me your questions. I'll be shouting you out right when this section is over. So let's get started and talk about how to create your career in crypto. This is so important. And let's be honest, folks. I mean, 8 months ago, I was down at City Hall here in London, and they were reading out the vote count. And I was sitting in a room with 16 of my fellow candidates of the mayor of London. And I was waiting to find out if I was going to be the mayor of this incredible city of 9 million people. And we had amazing plans. We had a 50-page manifesto, and we were ready to do the job. We were ready to do the business of solving the problems with crime and transport and housing and business. But it turned out not to be so. And that day, my name was not read off by the BBC. And I got back to work on Monday, and I thought, you know what? What can I do that's more important than taking this city to the next level? And I thought, wow, maybe I could take the world to the next level. And that is by investing myself in the crypto and DeFi and blockchain space. And so quite literally, I have created my career in crypto over the last 8 months, and I will for the next 10 years. And so what I'm doing is very relevant to what you're doing right now, if this is what you want. And again, I've told my 17-year-old daughter, Gabby, blockchain. You know, my guest, Dan Moorhead of Pantera Capital, who runs $3 billion in management, he said, Brian, I tell all the young kids these days, blockchain, go blockchain. Now, when I was a young man, it was finance. That's where all the action was. Afterwards, it was technology. Before that, it was oil and gas, maybe. But these days, blockchain's where you want to be. So now is the time to create your career in crypto. And I want to start by taking some knowledge from one of the greatest guests on London Real. His name is Simon Sinek. He's got an amazing TED Talk and book called Start With Why. Give me some love here in the comments, or type yes if you know Simon Sinek. A lot of people know him. And I had an incredible 2-hour conversation with Simon, honestly, 5 or 6 years ago. And he talked about this concept of start with why. And I want to play for you a short video of parts of that conversation with Simon Sinek. Watch it right now.
A true sense of purpose doesn't come from what we can do to get. It comes from what we can do for others. I'm an idealist. You know, I want to live in a world in which the vast majority of people wake up every single morning inspired to go to work, feel safe when they're there, and come home fulfilled at the end of the day. I had a good career in advertising, and I completely lost my passion for what I was doing. It made me feel like my job was stupid.
From Martin Luther King to Apple computers, it doesn't matter. Those with the capacity to inspire. Every single one of them, regardless of their size, regardless of their industry, thinks, acts, and communicates from the inside out. They all start with why.
When you have the why, it gives you this calm confidence that when people are yelling and screaming at you what you should do, you go, I'm good, I'm on my path. And so you've never seen a TM when you see the golden circle or why. And the reason is because I want others to take it. I want others to build on it. All of those techniques used to build a company in the 80s and 90s, they're not working anymore. What happens? Innovation suffers, engagement suffers, productivity suffers, trust suffers. So okay, you bastard CEO who thinks all the stuff that I talk about is craziness, and you don't have time to make these changes. We don't have time. It's a war out there. I know guys who go to war, and I'll tell you, it's not a war. You know, you tinker with money.
And there was just a short piece of some of the time I spent with Simon Sinek. And again, this concept of start with why is so important. So let's go a little bit deeper on that. Because if you can take one thing away from this broadcast today, start with why would be the one I hope you do. And really meditate on this. And again, Simon explained to me that great leaders inspire action. They inspire it. They don't manipulate people to act. They inspire it because they articulate their why, which is the purpose, the cause, and their belief in what they're doing. Like, why do they do what they do? That's so important. And if you think about the great brands that we buy into, from Apple Computer to Tesla to Bitcoin, it's the why. They have a higher purpose. They want to do something greater than what they're all about, something greater for humanity. And guess what? We buy their products on the back of it because we want to be a part of that journey. And this is something that I want you to ask yourself. Why do you want to be in this space? Why are you here on this planet? Why are you here to influence and educate and build your career in crypto? And I want you to think about this because your why is going to determine your success. Now, let me just tell you two things. If you answer my question of why you want to be a crypto influencer with something like, I want to get filthy rich, or Brian, I want to get the new Lambo, guess what? I got a funny feeling you're not going to be successful. And I've got another feeling that nobody's going to want to help you. All right, does everyone know what I'm talking about? All right, and so your why is important. If your why really is to create opportunities for other people, to create value for other people, to build a better world, then a lot of people are going to want to come with you on that journey. So start with your why. And for the next couple of days, start meditating on why you want to be in this space, maybe even why you want to be on this planet. This is a really important concept. And if you can articulate it, then you're going to be getting somewhere very, very far. And I'm going to start with my own personal journey. If you come to London Real Studios, you will see on our back wall our mission statement. And here's a picture that everybody can see here of me standing in front of our mission statement on the back wall. Now, when we moved into this building, it was white. Okay, so we created this mission statement and we actually wrote it out. And for those of you who can't see the picture, I'll read it to you. Our mission here at London Real is to create a mass-scale transformation of humanity into a fully empowered, conscious, and cooperative species. That's our mission here at London Real. And it's funny, when I have the blockchain people in here, I show them, and they hit the gong, and they walk around the studio, I show them all of our movie posters and my Iron Man pictures and blah, 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 and my painting. And then I say, look at that mission. I said, we created that mission before the blockchain got hot. Okay, fully empowered, conscious, and cooperative. This was pre-blockchain mission. So we've always been on this big start with why, type of adventure here. We've always done everything here. Every piece of content we make, every student I graduate from my academy, every action that I've taken over the past 10 years is to create a mass-scale transformation of humanity into a fully empowered, conscious, and cooperative species. period. If it doesn't check those boxes, we don't do it. And guess what? That makes what I do simple. It makes it nice and simple. And so if you can articulate your vision in that way, it'll make your job as an influencer simple as well. So just want you to just think about that and just give you that as our example. I want to close with a concept created by one of our guests, Kevin Kelly. He's one of the founders of Wired Magazine. He's a futurist, and he came and visited our studio. Again, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. And Kevin has an incredible concept of that's called this, your 1,000 true fans. And he's got an amazing way of articulating it. Let Kevin tell you about it with this video clip, and then I'll try to expand a little bit more on his concept of 1,000 true fans. Here's Kevin Kelly right now.
Technology allows us to actually interact with our customers directly. In the past, you'd sell a book, and there'd be a publisher and a bookseller, and someone would buy your book, but you'd have no connection as the author with that person. But now you can sell a book, even if you don't sell them directly. They can have an email. They can contact you on an ongoing basis. And so the premise is simply that if you have that kind of ability to connect with your audience directly, and you don't have all these other people involved with publishers and music studios and everybody, if you're actually creating and dealing directly with them, that the numbers that you need to actually get a living are very small. And I call those people that are going to be most valuable to you true fans, because the true fans are fans that will purchase anything that you produce in all the varieties, all the different editions, all the different venues, whatever it is, anything you do, they're going to support you in it. If you don't need very many of those kinds of people, and by my calculation, for a single creator, you need about 1,000. If you can produce $100 worth of goods a year, then 100 times 1,000 is $100,000. That's a living, okay? And so that's the basic idea. Now, you have to adjust that by lots of different things, because you have expenses you have to subtract. If you have more than one person as a duo, you have to multiply by 2. And the important thing, though, is that number is actually not critical. It's the order of magnitude. It says you don't need 1 million fans to make a living if you have direct contact with them. You don't need even 100,000. You need it in the thousands. And the second thing about that I would say is that that's not for everybody, because there's a lot of work involved in dealing with your fans. There's a lot of work in connecting with them and servicing them directly. And not everybody wants that. Some authors or artists, they don't want to become a social media guy or a person or a girl. They want to paint in their studio. And so for them, they need to have somebody involved. So you have to add a layer, and you have to adjust those numbers in some capacity. So it's not for everybody, but it's a possibility.
And look, Kevin's an incredible, incredible talent. He goes on and on about this concept of 1,000 true fans. Full episodes on our website as well. And by the way, that was our gong there in the background. And the gong sounds something a little bit like this, because someone's just joined our academy. Actually, I'm going to give them a shout out soon. But you'll be hearing the gong happen throughout this show as well. But let me just say, back to Kevin Kelly's intellectual property. Kevin says this: you don't need millions. You don't need millions of dollars. You don't need millions of customers. You don't need millions of fans to make a living as an influencer, a craftsperson, a photographer, a musician, a designer, a trader, an app developer. You only need thousands of true fans. And so if you can satisfy a small micro niche of people, a small group of people, and make them really happy, then you'll gain traction. And from there, that's actually how you get big, by trying to specialize on a small group of people and not trying to satisfy millions of people at the same time. It's counterintuitive, but I've been teaching this concept inside the London Real Academy for over 7 years in my Business Accelerator programs and my Broadcast Yourself podcasting programs. Trust me, this has worked for thousands and thousands of my students. And so I'll ask you before we finish out today, who are your 1,000 true fans? What do they look like? What are their age groups? What are their challenges? Where are they located? What are their problems in life? What do they want? Focus on those 1,000 people, and that's how we're going to get you to the next level. All right, let's get to questions time. Please leave me a question right now and let me know what's going on. Tell me, what career in crypto do you want to create? Why do you want to become a DeFi influencer? How would you like to become a crypto fund manager? And how would you like to learn from me on how to profit from DeFi, the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history? Going out to our questions right now. By the way, big shout out to Dalmia, who just joined the DeFi Academy, and John as well, who just joined the DeFi Academy. Huge shout outs to those people. They pulled the trigger. Unlike a lot of other people that are watching today that are just being tourists today, they actually went to londonreal.tv/DeFi. They took 60 seconds, sent their application in to me. I approved it, and bam, they got the link. They paid the price, and now they're in the academy. I'll see you guys tonight at 6 p.m. for our live call. Couldn't be more excited. And just some comments out today. I got Elle McPherson here on Instagram. So Elle's up early in Miami, Florida. Elle, we really appreciate you so much. And she says, welcome to 2022. Thanks, Elle. We really appreciate you. Elle was a massive supporter of our mayoral campaign last year, our fight for freedom of speech. And Elle's actually quite schooled up on cryptocurrency and decentralized finance as well. So Elle, we appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing you, Elle, in the DeFi Academy in the future. I've got Dennis Aviatic here on Instagram that says, hey, from Canada, great to hear about your projects. We are launching some STOs with DeFi and an NFT project this year. Are you collaborating with other projects? Yes, we are, Dennis. You can email us on ventures@londonreal.tv if you have any questions or any pitch text that you want to send through as well. We are looking for a small number of the correct projects that we can help influence and build that all create value for this amazing ecosystem that we're in. And again, londonreal.tv/ventures to find out more about London Real Ventures. So great question. We appreciate you very much. I got JumpJack1000 on Instagram that says, great job, guys. Quick one. Does your course cover yield farming, staking, and liquidity pools? Great question. So inside our DeFi Accelerator, which is our 4-week crypto bootcamp, funny enough, in Module 2, all of my students go heavy into yield swapping. They put on their yield swap trades. We do liquidity pools. We actually get into options. We trade options on crypto as well. We do everything. Centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, hot wallets, cold wallets, everything. It's honestly the best course in the world when it comes to DeFi. In 4 weeks, you'll be more knowledgeable than 99.9% of the people that are actually trading in this space. So great question. I got the King Prodden on Instagram that says, I just got an NFT. Good for you. King, I was gifting NFTs to my friends, my family, my colleagues over Christmas. I've minted NFTs. I've sold NFTs. All my students, there's an entire module we have on NFTs. It's the future. And one of our portfolio companies of London Real Ventures is doing amazing things with NFTs and the gaming space. Couldn't be more excited to talk about them coming up this week. So good for you. We've got Jazzbeer Influencer on Instagram that says, wow, great. And by the sounds of you, of course, it sounds like you're already doing some influencers as well. So we appreciate you out there, Jazzbeer, as well. I've got Sacred Health Warrior on Instagram that says, love the 2 missions. Thank you. We appreciate you. I've got Roberto Paso Cordero on Instagram that says, why do we have to apply to enter the DeFi Academy? That's a great question, Roberto. You know, I don't like to waste my time is the short answer. There goes our gong again, by the way. You can probably hear our gong here in studio. So that means another person has just pulled the trigger that will join me tonight on the Academy. But the reason I have an application process for the DeFi Academy is that I don't like people to waste my time. It's the single most important commodity I have in my life is my time. I've got time for my family. I've got time for my students. I've got time for my portfolio companies. And I've got time for all of you at London Real. And I've got a finite number of time. Money is not the problem. My time is the problem. And so I don't like people that waste my time. And so inside our academy, I want to know that you're going to show up and do the work and contribute to our community. And that's why we have an application process. Simple. That way you can apply, tell me why you should be a part of it. And if we think you've got the right energy, the right spirit, then we bring you into the academy. So that's why we have an application process. Keeps out the riffraff. It's why we have one of the best groups in the world. It's absolutely amazing. A couple other questions here. Jiffy on YouTube. Big love on YouTube, by the way. Big shout out. Our 2 million subscribers says simply, DeFi will grow 100x and possibly even 1000x in 2022. Whoa, Jiffy, that's a massive prediction. But honestly, if you look at the total value locked in DeFi, the growth of 2021, I think it was around 100x, all right, of total value locked in these DeFi protocols. 2020, it probably grew about the same, 100x. I maybe check my numbers here. So the fact that it grows 100x or more this year is extremely possible. When you start going deep on these DeFi protocols And again, I spent 15 years in the banking industry. I studied banking and finance and options when I was at MIT at the Sloan School of Management. I understand all of these protocols at a very deep, granular level. I understand the Black-Scholes pricing model for options pricing. I know this stuff. I tried to forget all the stuff I know about finance over the past 10 years, but I couldn't. So now I'm using it for good. And the truth is that these ecosystems are so exciting. This is what I was doing in banking 20, 30 years ago, but now it's decentralized, so everybody can do it. And there's not a bunch of gatekeepers and bankers trying to rip you off every step of the way. And I'm tired of that happening, and I have no interest in the banking industry continuing to rip 6 to 8% of our entire world GDP out of the economy every year with their ridiculous fees and lack of transparency. And that's why we're building this. So Jiffy, I don't think you're far off when it comes to those predictions. A couple more questions before I get to section 2. Jason Turner, Vienna, on Instagram says, we appreciate you, Brian. Thank you, Jason. Honestly, that's all I need, brother, to keep going. So thank you so much. I got Vischuk Infinity on Instagram that says, saw your bus, dope project. I think Vischuk is alluding to the Brian for Mayor battle bus that we were driving around London. We went over 5,000 miles this year. I went to every single one of the 32 boroughs of London twice, trying to talk to everybody I could. We live streamed out of the pack. So I'm glad you appreciate the bus. I miss the bus some days, although the bus was very crazy as well. So thank you. I got La Boulder on Instagram, who reiterates the feedback saying, Brian, the Brian for Mayor tour was incredible. Thank you. I really appreciate that so much. We went all in. We put everything into that campaign. We had and still have fantastic ideas on how to fix this city. Honestly, every time I get into a taxi in London, they all say, Brian, when are you going to run for mayor again? Have you seen this city's being run to the ground? We loved your policies. And I always tell them, look, right now I'm focusing on crypto and DeFi. I'll come back to you on the political stuff. But I think we can do more good work now through crypto, DeFi, and blockchain than perhaps I could have done in City Hall. So I appreciate everyone's sentiment. We really do. But we're trying to make the same changes, but do it through blockchain. A couple more final questions. Jiffy follows up by saying, empowering women in crypto. That's why I want to work in DeFi. Jiffy, boom. That's your why. That's what I'm talking about. And that's your 1,000 true fans. So look, you already see somebody on this broadcast who's listening to what I'm saying and already applying the process. This is why I love my students. All right. You're not wasting my time, Jiffy. So I appreciate you. You're already thinking, how can I help a specific group of people with my passion? So empowering women in crypto is amazing. I've already empowered my 13-year-old daughter, Gabby. She's got a crypto wallet. I've already empowered my 78-year-old mother, Betty Rose, in San Diego, California. She's got her crypto wallet as well. All the women in my life have crypto, and it's a really important thing. And so I think that's a great mission, and we welcome you to be a part of it. A couple final things. I got AK87 on YouTube that says, Brian, I went all into crypto mining in November 2020, ready to take my game to the next level. Great. I hope you join us. We got some amazing miners inside our academy. Again, I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. And I've got Nisarg Rai on YouTube that says, blockchain dev is where it's at. I love it. Go hard on that, Nisarg, and we're going to be going big. All right, let's get into section 2 of this broadcast. I want to give you more and more gems and more pieces that can help you on this incredible journey to become, basically build your career in crypto. Let's talk about section 2, which is how to become a DeFi influencer. And again, this is some of the content that we've made here over the past, 8 months. I've been making content for 10 years. And again, just to be clear, I started with 0 subscribers on YouTube, 0 followers on Twitter. I started with 0 followers on Instagram because when I started, there was no Instagram, all right? And so all of this, we started from scratch. And I'm gonna show you how to start all this from scratch. And it starts simply by doing one thing: make your content. So today I'm issuing you the 10 vlog in 10 day challenge. This is famous throughout our academy. And I'm challenging you to create 10 vlogs in 10 days and to create the contents that are out there. Now, let me talk about it right now. How do I make a vlog? Well, you pull out this thing in your pocket. By the way, type in yes if everybody has one of these in your pocket, right? Some kind of a black square glass thing that has a camera on the front of it. All of you do. So don't lie to me. All you do is you take it out and you stick it in front of your face, right? I'm going to turn the camera on right now. I'm going to point it at myself. Okay, that's what I'm doing. And you're going to create a vlog, right? I'm doing this right now as we speak. Look, you can see me over here. Right here we are. And you start a vlog. What's a vlog? A vlog is something like this. It's you talking to camera, trying to add some value, being yourself, and starting your career creating content. And so if it was Jiffy earlier, I'm going to do one for you, Jiffy, okay? Hey, how are you? My name's Jiffy, and I couldn't be more excited about crypto, about DeFi, about the blockchain. What I really want to do is I want to empower women in finance. That's my mission for the next 10 years. And I'm looking for people that want to help me. I'm looking to answer your questions. So please leave me some comments below. Tell me, how can I help women get empowered in finance? How can I help you on your journey? What are some of the questions you have? What are some of the concerns you have? What are some of the websites you use or some of the crypto assets that you're investing in? Leave me comments below. I'm going to make more videos every day to try to help you along the way. I appreciate you. Thank you. Boom, there you did it. My first vlog that I did for you, Jiffy, as well. That is a vlog. And that's what I'm challenging all to you to do. Because what I just did took me 36 seconds. All right, I did that for you, Jiffy, although they'll probably know it's not you. And in 36 seconds, I created a piece of content that if I then post on my social platforms, because a lot of you will create that and not do it because you're scared about what people will say, or people will say you look funny or you had a bad hair day, or all those other excuses. Once I post that on social, I immediately start having influence and changing people's lives. And again, one of my students in my academy today, she said she's massively impressive. She spent 25 years as one of the most top technical analysts on Wall Street. She's in my Kings of DeFi program. And she said, Brian, I'm writing a book. It'll be ready in 18 months. And I said, why don't you create a vlog? It'll be ready in about 18 minutes. And you'll help thousands of people in the next 24 hours. As opposed to a book that's going to take 18 months that you'll be lucky if 1,000 people read it in your lifetime. And she's like, well, I don't know about being on camera. I'm like, okay. The truth is this, the vlog, what I just did, which is a selfie video of you trying to add value to another person in this world that's shot with your hand in one take, wherever you are. You could be at home, you could be with your cat, you could be walking outside, you could be on a live broadcast, right? That's what it is. The vlog is the single most effective media tool ever created by man, period. That's what it is. Because literally in 30 seconds, I can have a piece of media that's out there getting feedback, making connections, and creating influence right now. And just type yes in the platform here if that makes sense to everybody here, because I cannot emphasize this enough. And this is something that all of my students do in the academy. So if you've joined my DeFi Academy, you already would have been asked to do an introduction vlog into the coursework. Every one of my students who's graduated my academy does vlogs all the time, because it's how you start to create influence, how you start to explain yourself with what's going on. And so that vlog is your way to get to the next level. It's your way to become an influencer. And let me say one more thing. You string 100 vlogs together, guess what that is? That's a book. Think about it. That's a book. That could be 10 chapters with 10 sections. This is exactly what we're talking about here. So you want to really think about this concept of the vlog, because I've filmed thousands of these vlogs, and they have literally built my brand and created millions, if not tens of millions of views. I used them during the mayoral campaign. I used them during our fight for free speech last year to connect with thousands, millions of people all around the world rapidly. Now, was I always having the best hair day? No. Was I always able to speak correctly? No. Did I always have clothes on? No. Right? Was I always in the right place at the right time? No. But I communicated and I got my ideas across and I learned and I influenced. And so that's what's really important about a vlog. And so right now I'm issuing you a 10 vlog in 10-day challenge. That's do one vlog a day for 10 days and post it on your social. That's the last part that's really important. If you don't post it, it's like a tree that falls in the woods if no one's there to hear it. Did it fall? Did it make a sound? If you don't post it, then nothing matters. And so my final point, I think, about the 10 vlog and 10-day challenge is that you all have this in your pocket. It's the easiest thing you could have ever done. In order for me to record a video and get it to an audience of thousands of people, maybe 40 years ago, it would have cost me probably $100,000 to rent a camera crew and convince a television station to put me on there. Right now, you all can do it for free. And guess what? You're all terrified to put your opinions out there. That's why I'm pushing you to go ahead and put your thoughts out there and to become an influencer. Because right now, because all these are in your pocket, there is no barrier to entry. And this is what my students do inside the academy. This is what we teach when it comes to creating your career in crypto. And this is how we have been in this space. And you could probably see all of the videos that we've created over the past 8 months in crypto, we are constantly publishing ideas, content to hopefully make people's lives better. And you can see some of the many, many episodes we've had where I'm having conversations with people. Again, folks, these are filmed live. I don't edit these things. Who knows? I might say something wrong. The guest might say something wrong. But the point is this: we're trying to create value for other people. So we don't care about that. And that's why we put the content out. So there you go. 10 vlogs and 10-day challenge. I want to get through a couple more parts of this section and then get back to your questions. The second part of that is I want to teach you how to kickstart your social media. Now, when it comes to that piece of content you just created, my rule of thumb is this: you need to have a presence on 5 major social media platforms. And I'll put them on screen right now. And you can see there's nothing rocket science about these. That's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. But the key here is you need to only specialize in 2 of those platforms. And this is something I've been teaching for 7 years. And again, we could have a long conversation about this, and you could say, Brian, but these platforms, they're not friendly to crypto and they censor. You're talking to the guy that was kicked off or nearly kicked off all of these platforms. Okay, you're talking to the guy that's been shadow banned or is currently being shadow banned from all of these platforms. And yet I still recognize that this is the place to get those eyeballs. So guess what? You need to have a presence on 5 of those platforms, but specialize in 2. The question is, which 2 will you specialize in? Now, in crypto, Twitter's quite popular. In crypto, YouTube can be popular. In crypto, Instagram can be popular. So what I want you to do is this. I want you to post your selfie videos on the 5 platforms, but I want you to pick 2 platforms that you constantly spend time on, go to comments, look at, and spend extra time on those platforms. This is what I teach my students, and this is what I'm teaching you now. The question is, and you can put those in the comments below, which 2 will you choose? YouTube, great in video. Facebook, maybe you've got a group of friends there, an audience. Twitter, because that's where the crypto Twitter conversations are happening on. Instagram, because again, it's a great platform for video. LinkedIn, because you want to do business. Choose those 2 and let me know below. And I want to finish with my following 4 letters when it comes to creating content. And that is QVCA. This is the crucial key if you want to maximize your content and become an influencer or create your career in crypto. Let's talk about QVCA. Q stands for quality. Whatever you do and whatever you create has to be of a high quality. So again, remember, whatever you do, make it quality. So again, today, of course, I'm dressed as well as I can. I'm using the best cameras I can. That could mean my phone camera. It's actually quite good. The audio and video on a latest iPhone or Android is almost better than anything else. And guess what? I can do it in a minute and it's posted. Some of my best videos from my mayoral campaign, from my DeFi Academy, from even my movies comes from my vlogs, okay? Quality is first. So get it the highest quality possible. Make sure you write good copy. Make sure it's a good piece of work. So Q for quality. V stands for value. Whatever you record, make sure it adds value to whoever's watching it, all right? I don't necessarily need to know what you had for breakfast or what your dog looks like today, because that doesn't help me. Whatever you do or create, make sure it adds value to me. Does it teach me something? Does it help me learn something? Does it review a product? Does it help me in some way? Everything you do has to create value. V. So that's my second letter. Third is consistency. C stands for consistency. If you post once a month, do you think you're going to get anywhere as an influencer or create your career in crypto? Any answers for me? Type yes or no below. You probably know where I'm going here. You have to be consistent. When I started London Real 10 years ago in a few months, I had one single statement I said to the world. I will publish an episode every Sunday and I won't stop. That's it. That was consistency. And we have published actually 2 episodes a week for the past 10 years. We don't stop. We don't make excuses. We don't take breaks. And that's what you have to provide to your audience on social, because they want something consistently. Now, it doesn't mean it has to be every single day, but it does mean it has to be consistent. Once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. Be consistent. The last letter is A, which stands for authenticity. Be yourself. The great thing about a vlog is it's hard not to be yourself. It's one take, it's your face, it's filmed on location. Be authentic, right? If you really do care about women in finance, then talk about that. But if you don't, then don't. If you think one thing, don't say another thing. Be yourself. People really crave that authenticity. Last year, when we went head to head with all of those social platforms, when it came to freedom of speech, I stood up and I said, it's not okay to censor me and my guests, period. And I'm gonna fight to the death of my business, of anything, until you let me do it, all right? That was authentic with how I felt, and we went toe to toe with anybody who wanted some. Same when it came to be mayor. I wanted to change the city of London, and we went head to head, toe to toe with anybody who wanted to question us about those concepts. Again, it was super authentic. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. So be authentic, and that's how you're gonna create content that resonates. So Q, V, C, A, every piece of content you create should be of quality, value, consistency, and authenticity as well. I wanna finish and play a short video module. This is me teaching these concepts inside of our DeFi Academy. Here's the video. I believe the vlog is the single greatest creation tool in the history of humankind. You can keep your books, your events, your TV shows, your blogs, and your movies. I'll take a vlog over all of them any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Over the past 10 years, I have filmed thousands of these vlog videos in a variety of countries, situations, and emotional states that have now been watched tens of millions of times. A vlog is special because it's authentic, it's unscripted, it's in the moment, and in less than 60 seconds, any human on earth can connect with your passion, vision, and spirit, if you have it. When you produce a vlog, remember 4 simple rules. 1, take risk. 2, have an opinion. 3, add value. And 4, form a conclusion. And there you go. That's just a little bit from inside our academy that tells you a little bit more about what's going on when it comes to social. Now, I want to get your questions. Tell me, what career in crypto do you want to create? Why do you want to become a DeFi influencer? How would you like to become a crypto fund manager? And then lastly, how would you like to learn from me on how to profit in DeFi, which is the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history? Go into your questions right now, some amazing ones right now. And by the way, we just got 2 new people that joined our academy, Holly and Ismail. So you probably heard a gong a little bit earlier today, but we appreciate you joining us, and we're looking forward to tonight. It's 6 p.m. If you do still want to join us, it's londonreal.tv/DeFi. Take 60 seconds, submit your application. I'll review it. If you get the yes, then literally click the link, pay for that course, and I'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. I got Soul Power Music on Instagram that simply says, great advice from the real Brian Rose. Thank you, Soul Power. I appreciate you. I got Cray1331 on Instagram, says, loving your suit. Appreciate, brother. I'm just repping the incredible English tailoring that this city is famous for. I've got Sematicist on Instagram that says, awesome, from Texas. Love your work. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. I got Clarissa Costariana. So that's got to be your real name. I love that, on Instagram. That says simply too cool. Great, Clarissa. I hope you go on this influencer journey. I got Jason Bear 66 on Instagram that says, brother, you're a sick street dancer. And I think Jason's referring to some of my breakdancing. A lot of people don't believe that I'm 50 years old and I'm a pretty damn good breakdancer. All right, now I've got some great teachers out there. There the gong goes again, by the way, so you can probably hear the gong sound. Another person just changed their life, pulled the trigger, and joined our academy. All right. I will see you tonight at 6 p.m. on our live call. We appreciate you as well. All right. But Jason, I appreciate that. I do a little breakdancing. You can follow my stuff on The Real Brian Rose on Instagram. And I got some great teachers like B-Boy Krizix, B-Boy Menno. Even Victor has been in here teaching me before. So big shout out to all my B-Boy influencers. I've also had some great guests on the show in the past, like Crazy Legs and Storm and all those people. So one of the many things I like doing around here, but it keeps me fit, and it keeps my head in a good place to where I can focus on crypto the rest of the time. I got Sophia Castro on YouTube that says, hi, Happy New Year. I want to sign up, but the time of the day you will be doing the class, I'm not available. Can I access the course at the times that I am available via recording? So Sophia, great question. I teach live at 6 p.m., and I would prefer if you're live for the course. Now, I've got people in Australia and New Zealand and Singapore that are up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, like with 4 cups of coffee, that are listening to me. I've got literally people in 14 time zones around the world. I got the Californians that are waking up at 10 a.m. I got the Aussies that are there at 4 in the morning or whatever it is, whenever the time zones change. So I prefer for you to be live on the calls. That's Monday, 6 p.m., Thursday, 6 p.m. Tonight we're doing an exception because it's New Year. It's a Tuesday night because yesterday was a holiday. But we record all of the classes. Those are all available inside our e-learning platform and our Facebook group. So again, if you can't make it live, of course, we have recordings for you. The community is there. All the modules are there that you can watch any point in time. But Sophia, try to be there. And if the Aussies are there at 4 in the morning, Sophia, what's your excuse is what I got to say. All right, next, I got Abdul Wahab on YouTube that says, will you be covering NFTs? Of course. NFTs are a massive part of this entire DeFi ecosystem. You cannot talk about DeFi, crypto, and really the blockchain without talking about NFTs, the metaverse, layer 1, layer 2, everything. So, of course, this is one of the many things that we cover inside our academy, inside our accelerators. I've got so many people hitting me up these days, from super famous people all around the world to B-boys who say, Brian, hook me up with the NFT game. And I'll tell them one thing. I said, join the DeFi Academy. You know, I can't, you know, it's like I tell the B-boys, it's like I can't teach you how to do a windmill if you haven't actually been on the ground before, you know? So I'll get you to the NFT game, but you got to start with the fundamentals and the basics, and that's what we do inside the Academy. So great question there. I got Kay Saneth on Instagram that says, thank you for doing this live. We need poor people like you. No worries, that's how we roll here. We love being live. I got Adam Arzate on Instagram that simply says, love this. We appreciate you. I got Lal Boulader follows up from the earlier comment by saying, the mayoral campaign was amazing. What made it so special is that you were yourself. And this was made to follow you. It was real and genuine. So thank you. Look, I appreciate you so much. We went all in on the London mayoral campaign. We couldn't be more proud of the work that we did for that mayoral campaign. I'm telling you, our 50-page manifesto, still think it's probably the greatest manifesto ever created for the city of London. Those policies would still work today when it comes to getting London back to work, when it comes to housing, transport, knife crime. Don't get me started, all right? But we appreciate that. And again, we always appreciate putting our ideas out there and trying to add value. And that's what we were doing there with that campaign. All right, let me get to the final section here. And this is the most important. So make sure you stay tuned here. This is how to become an educator and fund manager. All right, so this is it. You'll probably see this graphic up here on the screen right now. And today, right now, I want to talk about 3 rules and I want to talk about 2 case studies. And this is really important, so pay attention, because when it comes on how to be an educator and fund manager, it does come all down to this. All right, so 3 things when it comes to become an educator and fund manager. The first one is this: who is in your network and your immediate circle, and how can you leverage it? That's what it is. Now, when I started this broadcast, a lot of you said, well, maybe, Brian, I can't be an influencer. I don't have any influence. And the truth is that's not true. One of the things that I ask all of my students to do is I actually literally have them make a list through all of their contacts on LinkedIn, all of their friends on Facebook, every single email address they ever have inside their inbox, and to go through every person you went to high school with, every person you went to middle school with, everybody you went to college or university with, and make a list of all of these people and think about how you can leverage this. So again, really think about who's in your network. You'd be surprised how many people you know. Neighbors, friends, all of these people potentially could help you with that network. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is overcome your own resistance and put yourself out there. If you don't make that vlog, if you don't send out your messages to your network and say, hey, is anybody into crypto, and does anybody have any questions, or how can I help, or would you like to help me with this, or help me with women in finance? If you don't put yourself out there and pull the trigger and overcome the resistance, then you're never going to be successful in any of these manners. And that's why my 10 vlog and 10-day challenge is out there, because it forces you to put yourself out there and overcome your resistance. And the third rule is, what value can you bring to the table? That's what you have to answer. What can you bring that's going to make someone else's life better? How can you add value to someone's life? How can you teach someone a protocol? How can you show someone how to use crypto? This is what I did with my daughter, Gabby, when she was 17. She was here on the show. This is what I did with my mom on the phone, you know, a couple months ago, last year. And I was like, I literally got her on MetaMask, and I sent my mom Ethereum and stablecoin. You know, this is what I did. And I tried to help as many people in my life. I broadcast conversations with with the great influencers here so you could watch me on the show. So how can you add value to someone else, even in a small way? So these 3 rules are how you can become that educator, influencer, and potentially fund manager. And when it comes to the fund management, And again, let me just repeat those 3 rules. Who's in your network and your immediate circle, and how can you leverage it? 2, how can you overcome resistance and put yourself out there? And 3rd, what value can you bring to the table? This is the 3 rules that we want you to follow in order to get yourself to the next level. And I want to use 2 case studies to talk about how that was done in the real world. All right, so pay attention to me. Let me tell you a little bit of a story about one of my students. His name is Akshat. I had never met Akshat 6 months ago, okay? Akshat actually lives in Texas. He's actually a doctor. I think he's a dental surgeon. And he joined the DeFi Accelerator because he saw one of these videos like this. He clicked on the link, he applied, and he decided to come on this incredible journey with me. He learned all about DeFi. He got in touch with the amazing community that we have on the inside. By the way, the London Real Academy, the DeFi Academy, our wizards, our kings of DeFi. It's incredible community, over 500 people, 54 countries around the world that are probably more plugged in than anybody out there. We have some of the hottest calls in crypto when we get together. And so Akshat came on this adventure with us, and he decided that he could help by taking people out to lunch. And he told me this on a live call in front of all my students. He said, Brian, I take people out to lunch. And I was like, really? He said, that's what I do. When anyone asks me a question about crypto, or I think they need to know about crypto, I take them out to lunch and I teach them everything I can. I try to see if I can help them with their business in crypto, or help them with their finances in crypto, or just their personal life when it comes to learning about money. I take people out to lunch. That's what I do. I just help in any way or shape I can. Now that was the way Akshat started helping out and adding value, much like I have talked about today. Now about 2 months ago, Akshat was on a call and he said, Brian, guess what? I said, I don't know, what? And all the students said, what's happening? He said, I just got offered $4 million to manage in crypto. And everyone just probably had the same reaction you're having right now. They were like, what? $4 million? He said, yeah. A bunch of my friends all said, Akshat, I don't know what to do. I know I need to be in crypto. Can you use this money and can you invest this money for me? And so all of a sudden, Akshat turned from someone interested in crypto to being a crypto influencer and educator to now potentially being a crypto fund manager. Because now he's potentially sitting on $4 million that he can invest if he chooses to. Now again, this is a decision he can make in the future if he wants to, but this is what we call a high quality problem. The option that Akshat has, one of our many students, that if he wants, he can become a fund manager because he started by adding value to his network, by putting himself out there, and look what he's created almost unintentionally in the past 6 months alone. And again, I've got hundreds of students just like him. So that's a case study of something that you could do. And let me talk about our second case study I want to talk about today, and that is London Real Ventures. Now today, we just announced that London Real Ventures has been formed. We will be announcing probably this week or in the next week our 2 portfolio companies. One of them is a decentralized finance play, and one of them is a metaverse, NFT, and crypto play. And let me tell you a little bit about London Real Ventures. First of all, our mission is to strategically invest in cutting-edge digital asset ecosystem protocols and DeFi projects while giving our portfolio companies marketing exposure across the London Real media platforms and the DeFi Academy, thereby heightening awareness, creating customers, and building communities by leveraging our global audience and our extensive alumni network. Now, how did this come about? Was this something you were planning, Brian, when you first started the DeFi Academy? And the answer is no. What I wanted to do 8 months ago when I stopped running for mayor of London is I wanted to add as much value as possible to the crypto asset, DeFi, and blockchain ecosystem. I wanted to try to help as many people in this world get to the next level of their adventure in crypto. I wanted to help build the decentralized infrastructure of the future, and I wanted to create generational wealth for all of my students. That was my mission, right? Start with why. Along the way, I started to meet incredible people with incredible ideas that are building incredible blockchain protocols and DeFi applications and metaverse plays and NFT plays and gaming plays, who I just tried to help in any way, shape, or form. I gave them introductions. I tried to teach them things. I tried to do anything I could, give them access to my students or information. In any way I could help them create value for more people in the world. And just by doing that, we got opportunities to invest in these incredible companies and to help them promote their ideas to our media platforms, to our students, and take their ideas to the next level. And so again, just by showing up every day, starting with your why, by creating value for other people, by trying to create generational wealth for other people, these opportunities have just fallen right into London Real Ventures. And again, we couldn't be more excited about this, this new platform, which is just a continuation of what we've been doing here for so many years at London Real, adding value, and what we've been doing really for the past year when it comes to crypto assets, DeFi, and of course the blockchain protocols. And so that's how London Real Ventures was created. If you want to learn more about it, you can go to londonreal.tv/ventures. You can also email us on ventures@londonreal.tv. If you have a pitch deck, or if you have any ideas, or you want to be involved in any way, shape, or form. And again, for our students inside our academy, we're allowing them ways to be involved as well. So this is just what happens when you're out there creating value, putting yourself out there, right? Involving your network and becoming an influencer, an educator, and creating your career in crypto. And so today is a wonderful day because I can give you 2 case studies of an individual who has now basically become an influencer and a fund manager, if he chooses, and us here at London Real, who are now in the venture game, where we're actually making investments in these incredible companies and blockchain protocols and dApps of the future. And we're going to be doing a lot more of this in 2022 and for the next 10 years. And honestly, I couldn't be more excited. You can see the smile on my face, ear to ear, baby. We are so excited about what's happening here. And it all starts, though, with your why. It starts with creating value for other people. It starts with showing up every day and putting yourself out there and really making sure that you're doing everything for the right reasons. And if you do that, you're going to be wildly successful, but you're also going to live an incredible life. And this is what I've been taught for the past 10 years through London Real. Real success is getting to do what you love every single day. That's real success. I've met countless numbers of billionaires in my life. Not all of them are happy. Money doesn't make you happy, but living your purpose, creating value for other people, building important things for our future generations, for our children and grandchildren, that is what makes you happy. It's actually not complicated, but it's hard to do. Simple to say, but hard to execute on every single day. But that's what we do here at London Real. That's what we do inside the DeFi Academy. That's what we do at London Real Ventures. And look forward to doing it with you more in the future. So I think I got a final section of questions here, and then I want to wrap this thing up. Again, if you got any final questions, tell me. What career in crypto do you want to create? How do you want to become a DeFi influencer? How would you like to become a crypto fund manager? And of course, how would you like to learn from me on how to profit from DeFi and what I'm calling the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history? That's the plan. And really appreciate everybody out there. I just want to shout out the people that just joined us earlier. That's Holly and Ismail as well. And a couple final questions here. I just want to shout out, we got Jordy Gareth on Instagram that says, are you getting back into politics? Honestly, Jordy, there is enough work over the next 3 years in crypto, DeFi, and blockchain before we even have to worry about the next mayor of London race. All right, so let's focus on that for right now. I got King Wasabi on Instagram that simply says, we are all your fans. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the support. It really helps me a lot. I got Giorgio on Instagram says, I have no experience of even buying crypto. Is the course right for me? It's perfect for you. I have newbies that have never even basically said the word crypto, but they know they need to be in it. And I've got seasoned veterans that owned Bitcoin back in 2013. So we've got the whole spectrum. We all learn together. We become better together. So yeah, this is perfect for you. I got Ken on Instagram that simply says, this is great. Thank you, sir. I got Mr. Medium on Instagram that says, I've heard so much about NFTs recently. Do you think the space is overhyped at the moment? I think NFTs are not overhyped. I think there's a lot of hype. I think NFTs are going to continue to evolve and grow and become multidimensional. And I do think they are the gateway drug for crypto and DeFi, as in they are the thing that pulls more people in. I've never been the coolest father in the world as when I gave my daughter, 17 years old, an NFT. Let me just say that, all right? So again, I believe it's the way to capture the public's imagination for what crypto and DeFi is, and to use that as a means to get them to understand their own finances and their own relationship with money and the future of banking. So in that sense, I don't think it's been overhyped. Lastly, I got Andy S. on Instagram that says, I've been thinking about applying to the DeFi Academy. When do applications cut off? Literally in a few hours. So Andy, apply now, londonreal.tv/DeFi. If you want, I'll read the application personally when I'm out of here. If you get the acceptance, get in as soon as possible. Click the link, pay the crypto, pay whatever, and join the course. It's going to be the greatest investment you ever made. And again, I just want to say this. Now is your time to apply and to join the DeFi Academy. There's probably an image here up on screen, and you can be part of the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history. Now's the time to do it. Click the link and it'll apply. It's londonreal.tv/DeFi. I'm going to teach you how to profit from DeFi and what I'm calling the greatest dislocation of wealth in human history. Ultimately, folks, this is about freedom. That's what we're talking about here. This is the last human right that's being violated on a daily basis out there. It's financial freedom. 4 billion people in this world are being denied this basic access to the financial system. They can't borrow, they can't lend, they can't invest. It's unacceptable, and we want to make this change. I want to give the power back to the people. I want to enable billions of people worldwide, and I want to use them and the financial markets to get them to the next level. And that's why we created the DeFi Academy. That's why we created the DeFi Accelerator. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm looking for a small group of people that want to join me and be our partners, our collaborators, and our colleagues who want to join forces with us and create real value and generational wealth. If that's one of you, apply right now. Click the link below. Go to londonreal.tv/DeFi. I want to be very clear. This academy is not for the following people. I do not want crypto day traders. I do not want people trying to get rich quick. Please go somewhere else. This is not for meme coin. This is not for forum trolls. This is not for blockchain fanboys. This is not for crypto academics, all right? I'm looking for a small group of people that want to really build this technology, that want to create generational wealth for themselves and their families, and they want to be with us on this journey for the next 10 years. I'm looking for people that pull the trigger, that get into the arena, that get a little dirty, okay? They take a few hits, and guess what? You get back up, you dust yourself off, and you keep on going, all right? Nothing in this life comes easy that has value. And if you want to be a part of a great team of warriors that want to go out there and build this infrastructure, that are ready to take the hits and get back up and to keep moving forward, that's what we're doing inside the DeFi Academy. And again, to be clear, I'm asking for a small group of people that want to be privy to the incredible opportunities that we're seeing inside our academy, we're seeing inside London Real Ventures. If you have a long-term perspective, that's who should apply. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to be a part of my elite team? If you do, well, it starts tonight at 6 p.m. It's a 4-week crypto boot camp. It's the keys to unlock a $9 trillion marketplace. It's 4 weeks, 4 modules. It's invitation only. And let me quickly tell you, this is what it looks like, because inside the DeFi Accelerator, the course syllabus looks like this. In week 1, I go through DeFi Explained. We decode the history of this complex marketplace. I go from Bitcoin creation back in 2009 all the way up to Ethereum 2.0 in 2021. I talk about how we got here. I go through the entire history of events, from smart contract evolution, from the first decentralized exchange, the ICO boom and bust of 2017, Black Thursday, compound liquidity mining, everything we do in that first module, and we get you up to speed on what you need to know when it comes to the entire DeFi ecosystem. But guess what? We're just getting warmed up. In week 2, we get into the arena and we start taking action. Here, I'm going to show you how to efficiently buy your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your stablecoins, your altcoins. I'm going to show you how to bulletproof and understand your hot and cold storage systems and wallets. I'm going to show you how to understand your centralized exchange and decentralized exchange and which marketplace suits you. You're going to execute your first swap across multiple platforms. We are going to get busy this week, and this is where everybody starts to shine. It's a lot of fun. But guess what? We're just getting warmed up, because in week 3, we get into the real juicy stuff, all right? This is about decentralized exchange, dApps, yield farming, liquidity pools, complex instruments. You're going to buy your first option on Ethereum in this week. I'm going to go deep on synthetics, on derivatives, on liquidity pools, smart contracts, complex money markets explained. This is when I really start to show off all of my knowledge in finance. I've been doing this stuff since the 90s, baby. I was taught by some of the best in the business at the Sloan School of Finance, and I'm going to bring you up to curve in the same way, but looked at through crypto asset and decentralized finance. And finally, in week 4, I'm going to show you how to bet on the future of DeFi and position your portfolio for the 22nd century. Now I'm going to show you how to manage risk. This is a game of controlling your emotions. I'm going to show you how to place asymmetrical trades for long-term gains, how to manage a portfolio of assets, how to set up stop-loss orders, how to continually educate yourself on the phenomenon. I'm going to show you how to manage emotions, use my 10-coin rule, my first system, my 30-day watch list. We've got a whole system of trading protocols, and I couldn't be more excited. Lastly, I'm going to give you a bonus, which is how to trade DeFi for long-term gains. And again, I'm going to show you my positions for the future. I'm going to show you how I manage risk. I'm going to teach you what I learned from 30 years of the financial system, and I couldn't be more excited to show you. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the DeFi investment wizards. Again, only graduating members from our academy are going to join our invitation-only group. It's called DeFi Investment Wizards. And again, this is where everything exciting happens here. This is where all of my students share knowledge. We've got hundreds of them from around the world, but you have to be a graduate of the DeFi Accelerator in order to be invited in my DeFi Investment Wizards. I also have a Kings of DeFi group and other special things called the Investment Club, which are other opportunities, but you have to graduate from my academy first. So it all starts with you applying. Again, click the link below, londonreal.tv/DeFi. Join me. It's 8 hours of live calls, personal coaching by me, exclusive access to our online platforms, dedicated coaches, team managers, limited number of spaces available. We're closing tonight. Again, the price I need to double this year because it is literally, you'll get a massive, massive return. It probably should be 10x more. So again, click the link, apply now. It looks something like this on the screen. It'll take you 60 seconds. Type in your name, your phone number, and a quick one-sentence message on why you should be part of my academy. Send it to me. It'll come directly to me, and I'll come back to you as well. And so lastly, I just want to close with a couple final points. Look, this is your chance to shine. This is your chance to make 2022 perhaps the greatest year you've ever had on record. But it's not going to happen by itself, all right? The generational wealth isn't going to create itself. It's going to start by you taking a single piece of action, by you pulling the trigger. And that means click the link and submit your application now. Because life all comes down to a few moments. That's what it is. Your whole life is going to be defined by probably 4 or 5 moments when you took action in your life or you didn't. And it always reminds me of that great scene in the movie Wall Street where the young trader Bud Fox decides to walk into Gordon Gekko's office, and he's in there to pitch him. He's in there to pitch him because he wants to do business with Gekko the Great. You probably see a picture up here with Gordon. And before Bud walks in, he looks himself in the mirror and he says, life all comes down to a few moments. This is one of them. And the same is true for you right now. This is your moment. You can go back to doing the same things you've been doing for the last 10 years. And how's that working out for you? Or you can decide to surround yourself by high-performance people, to surround yourself by a plan to create generational wealth, to join the crypto and DeFi ecosystems, and click that link and spend 60 seconds and apply now. The choice is yours. I hope you make the right choice. I look forward to welcoming you inside our DeFi Academy and our Kings of DeFi and our other incredible protocols. It's a super exciting time to be a part of this. So apply today and make this happen. Again, I'll personally read your application. And if you get accepted, don't waste any time. Click on the link, join our academy, and I promise you it'll probably be one of the single greatest things you ever do in your life. The energy in our academy is amazing. The community, the students are off the charts. They're all high-level people. You get to spend time with me every week. And again, I do this all the time. This is live now, and you'll see me. It's a lot of fun. You'll get to the next level. You'll help build this ecosystem, and you'll create generational wealth for yourself. So again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed this live broadcast. We love doing these for you. Last thing I would just say is pull the trigger, take some action. It's not going to happen to you. It has to happen by you taking action. And I look forward to seeing you inside the DeFi Academy. Make 2022 an absolutely epic year. We will be doing that here. And that's it, folks. All the best. I'll see you next time on DeFi Live. Take care.